So I remember at the same time, I went back to the neighborhood where I grew up, and I told all the dudes, I was like, man, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to learn languages. I'm going to go all around the world. And the people in my neighborhood here in Laredo, they would look at me and they would say, nah, nah, nah. And for those of you that are not fluent in Mexican, nah means dream on. You are a very beautiful girl. Really? We are so proud of you today, son. Really, Mom? And so this is what I was facing. I was facing two worlds. I was facing, on the one hand, I want to go to college. I have what it takes. I believe in myself. But on the other hand, you're not good enough. If we don't like you, we hit you. Eres gordo. Eres feo. And I was facing these two worlds. And I think every single one of us have gone through that, and we are going to go through that, and we're dealing with students, and even us as educators, we're going through that. On the one hand, we believe this is the year we can make a difference, but on the other hand, we feel all these other forces that we don't have what it takes. We need more resources. We need all these other things. And so how can we make it? How can we live the life that we want to live? How can we have the happiness we want, the success we want? How can we have our best school year now? And I wish there was more time to explain, but I have good news. I have a book that I deal with this, and it's free. All you got to do, go to my website, davidedwardgarcia.com. And you can get my book for free. I talk about this. I teach on this all over the world. But I do want to share with you this thing. One of the greatest privileges that we have as educators is that psychology today is teaching us that every single one of us here is a genius. Every single one of those kids that you're dealing with is a genius. How many of you love science or math? Let me see your hands if you love science or math. How many of you have no interest in the Pythagorean theorem or the atomic chart? Let me see your hands if you don't like science or math. All right. How many of you love to read? Let me see your hands. You love to read. All right. How many of y'all would rather watch the movie? How many of y'all love the gym? How many of y'all have a gym deducting money for your bank account for 3 years and you haven't gone? So you see, every single one of us, we're all geniuses in different domains. And one of the great things is that when you go to your classroom, you can know that you're teaching a room filled with geniuses. This is revolutionary for me because the old model was if you pass, you're smart. If you fail, you're dumb. That was problematic for me because I was a flunky. Now, I didn't only fail like algebra and biology. I also failed classes like typing. I remember a guy in my track team in Houston. I remember John Dugas. He's like, Garcia, how you gonna fail topping, dog? All you gotta do is do the work and turn it in. How you gonna fail topping, dog? We need you on the relay. John, I failed, all right? I found a way to fail typing. But the one class that I can't understand, I have Mexican citizenship. I have a Mexican dad. I went to Mexico every Sunday, and in the summers, I grew up 10 minutes from Mexico, and I failed Spanish. And I remember I have a brilliant sister, all right? She's like, her college was scholarshiped, her bachelor degree, 4 years done, her master's 2 years done, full-time job, 3.93 Dean's List, Alpha, Omega, all the Greek alphabet, everything, all right? And I remember my parents would be like, this is Elizabeth. We're so proud of her. She's so intelligent. She has a scholarship. She's so smart that we're so proud of Elizabeth. And this is David. He's more creative. Right? But psychology helped me find my genius. All right? And so what we need to do is we need to help these students find their genius. Teach them now while they're still happy. You know, science teaches us that children, they laugh 300 to 400 times a day. Us as adults, the average adult, 8 to 17 times a day. And we know this, right? Because when we get home, our kids are just running around and laughing. We just get home. Hey, how you doing? Hi, Mom. Hi. let's play. And you're freaking out. You're like, no, stop it. Stop it. And your kids are like, why? Why? You have to stop laughing so that you can grow up and be responsible. Why? So that you can grow up and have a good job. Why do I need a job? So you can be happy like me and your father.